how does it feel, to have started off writing One Direction fan fiction, then have it turn into a novel, and now a movie? I mean, what's the journey been like so far?
It's been crazy. I refer to it as a fun tornado. It's been so fast that I haven't really been able to kind of sit back and actually think of what it's been like from start to finish. It's been just like 6 years, and I have 10 books and now a movie. So each phase kind of gets more just exciting and bigger on another level. So it's just been life-changing.
The fact that it had over 1 billion views on Wattpad.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Is it Wattpad?
Wattpad.
Wattpad. Yeah,
1.5.
1.5.
Wow. Sorry.
I wasn't going to do that. I did it mentally. No.
The characters usually in romance novels, sometimes they're a bit stereotypical, and you have the good girl and the bad guy. But I found these characters a little bit more complex.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I really enjoyed that. In what ways are they more complex?
Well, what does it mean to be a good girl? Are you a good girl if you wear conservative clothing and you have good grades? She's not faithful to her boyfriend. That's not good. I mean, yeah, they're flawed and
yeah,
you take
no,
it now.
I think they're just realistic characters, and I feel like the fact that in the books clearly and also in the film there's an effort to show those flaws and just every aspect of, or as many aspects of their personality as you can show in an hour and a half. But yeah, I think that it just all stems from well-rounded characters that Anna created.
It's real life.
Thank you.
Yeah, nothing's black and white. There's a bit of grey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's parts of the movie where I felt, and I want to know if you guys felt as well, was it important to show sexual consent and also safe sex practices?
Yes. Oh, I love your questions. Sorry. Yeah, we had a wonderful director, Jenny Gage, and she would make all these little revisions to the script. Just things like when there's a book and it goes up her leg, she would want to make sure that both of their hands was on the book to show that, she wasn't being forced, and she added a condom into the sex scene, which is so important.
Yeah, it wasn't there initially. There's a lot of that, even from the start with the book. I'm sorry, I should let you take over, but consent and that kind of all of those things were always involved.
And even in the book, there's never a sex scene that doesn't have protection. So I'm glad that made it to the screen, because there's always protection, and when the one time that there's not, it's like a huge deal. So I'm really glad that made it.
And even I just remember, even in the book, there'd be things like where even if she didn't, like, he would, like, when it was from Han's point of view, he would always be like, she did this to let me know that this was okay.
Yeah.
It was always such an important thing in the books.
I think, it's obviously embedded throughout in the books, and Jenny really, highlighted that and was extra conscious of it throughout the whole course of filming. So
because I didn't realize until when we were filming ours that I don't think I've ever seen a condom in a
It doesn't
sex
happen
scene
because
in
it's
that way, unless
considered
it's
to
like
be
a comedy.
unsexy.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because of that perception that translates into real life, and people think, oh, it's unsexy,
which is
weird.
silly. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing a condom in a movie.
Yeah, and I figured they just were, because I'm like, why would people not have a condom? Unless it's like a comedy, you never see an actual condom, and then if it is, it's just made into kind of like a joke.
In the movie, Hardin has a secret place, the lake that he shares with Tessa. What's your secret place?
My bed.
Yeah, I said my bed in a previous when I was asked that previously.
I have this room in my house that it's not secret, but it's just like my favorite room in my house, and it's just like an office kind of thing. It has books on the wall and like pages of other books on like as wallpaper, and a couch and fridge, everything.
Oh wow! Well,
my mind.